New to Sin City and looking for work in his field, Brendan was excited to find a job posting for a fleet operations technician with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
It's mainly, minor maintenance on Metro fleet vehicles. It's mostly scheduling is what it was described as.
He was required to take a polygraph test, starting with this pre-employment polygraph booklet of 140 questions.
A lot of them are very normal, past employment experiences.
Some of the polygraph questions were whether he was ever in a fight when he was a child or if he'd ever stolen a candy bar.
Some of them went as far as first grade.
But Brendan says they started digging deeper on the day of the in-person test.
The sexual stuff got weird.
He says the examiner started asking about childhood sexual thoughts and experiences.
They asked questions about masturbation, if I had masturbated in public.
Each question seemed progressively more bizarre.
They wanted to know about times you've even played doctor with cousins or siblings. They asked about sexual relations with animals. She asked if I had ever specifically had sexual relations with a sheep.
And she asked that because you noted that you had grown up on a farm.
Right.
It didn't end there.
I'm in this cubicle with this investigator, and she's trying to dig deeper, asking if I've ever put peanut butter on myself and let a dog lick it off.
How do they try to justify it?
They say, we're just looking for a pattern in your life, something we may have to worry about in the future.
Hart says a polygraph device isn't actually capable of detecting lies, despite what we see in Hollywood movies. In reality, it's simply an instrument of measure.
Measuring things like heart rate, blood pressure, respiration rate, galvanic skin response, which is the tendency to sweat in the palms and in the fingers.
It's up to the person administering the test, the polygraph examiner, to do the lie detecting, but since it's not an exact science,
the polygraph examiner can't say with certainty that the person is being deceptive or the person is being honest. Polygraph examiners are engaged in making a subjective determination about the physiological responses.
There is no evidence that any pattern of physiological reactions is unique to deception. An honest person may be nervous when answering truthfully, and a dishonest person may be non-anxious. Metro did not claim Brendan lied about anything. In an email to him, they said he was disqualified because the polygraph results were, quote, inconclusive, end quote, which Brendan chalks up to nerves.
It's very upsetting to be asked questions like this. Not because I'm guilty of any of them, but because I never did anything like this. I was nervous because I couldn't believe somebody felt like they had the authority to ask me these questions.
I want to reiterate that we reached out to Metro multiple times, especially about the examiner's bizarre questions. We still have not received answers. They also haven't answered how much the polygraph process costs you, the taxpayer.